Dred Scott then sued Sandford in a state court, arguing that he was legally free because he and his family had lived in a territory where slavery was banned. In 1850, the state court finally declared Scott free.
Scott then filed another lawsuit in a federal circuit court claiming damages against Sandford's brother, John F. A. Sandford, for Sandford's alleged physical abuse against him. The jury ruled that Scott could not sue in a federal court because he had already been deemed a slave under Missouri law.
On its way to the Supreme Court, the Dred Scott case grew in scope and significance as slavery became the single most explosive issue in American politics. By the time the case reached the higher court, it had come to have enormous political implication for the entire nation.
Scott appealed to the U.S. Supreme Court, which reviewed the case in 1856. Due to a clerical error at the time, Sandford's name was misspelled in court records.
On March 6, 1857, Chief Justice Roger B. Taney read the majority opinion of the court, which stated that slaves were not citizens of the United States and therefore could not expect any protection from the federal government or the courts.
The opinion also stated that Congress had no authority to ban slavery from a federal territory. This decision moved the nation a step closer to the Civil War.
The Supreme Court in total, 6 justices agreed with the ruling. Samuel Nelson concurred with the ruling but not its reasoning, and Benjamin Robbins Curtis and John McLean dissented. The infamous opinion written by Chief Justice Roger B. Taney ruled that it lacked jurisdiction to take Scott's case because Scott was, or at least had been, a slave.
Moreover, the court argued that even if Scott was deemed free under the laws of a state, he would still not qualify as an American citizen because he was black. The court asserted that, in general, U.S. citizens are only those who were members of political community at the time of the Constitution's creation, along with those individuals' heirs, and slaves were not part of this community.
Finally, the court argued that in any case, Scott could not be defined as free by virtue of his residency in the Wisconsin Territory, because Congress lacked the power to ban slavery in U.S. territories. The court viewed slaves as property, and the Fifth Amendment forbids Congress from taking property away from individuals without just compensation.